Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
this is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Great. This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called the Second Date Update. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted what? He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date.
What did he tell you? Exactly.
He told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys
Yes.
were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you and wasn't paying attention. And some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Oh God. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never even seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I was in the car. I mean, it was so crazy. And then I had to tell him, you hit someone. And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well,
And it's like,
But the guy
Kara.
was all right?
I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay, but I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, ask me out on another date. Be like, oh yeah, the guy's fine. Sure, you want to go out again? I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a
Yeah,
first
but like
date.
an accident. Like, what's gonna happen on date number 2? What are we gonna do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. The crazy door has been opened. You guys can just run through it full speed together if you want.
I'm cool not going through that door. Like, I'm good.
Why wouldn't you text him back, though, after that and just say, hey, that was too much for me on a first date?
Look, there were other reasons. That was not the only reason. I was just done with that date.
There was more than hitting a pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's worse than that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's worse. Like, I'm not saying we killed a family. Like, but
That would be worse for sure.
I mean, I was on this date for 10 minutes prior to the incident, we'll call
Yeah.
it. I got in his car, and Joshua wears an ungodly amount of cologne.
Oh,
It was like being in the back of a cab in Istanbul.
yeah.
Just horrible. Okay.
Instant
And you know what?
migraine.
Depending on the cologne, that could be worse than running over a person.
I mean, that person was okay. If I stayed in my car much longer, I would not have been okay.
So that's why you left. You didn't actually leave because of the pedestrian. You just didn't want to ride home.
I'll be honest, it was like, dude, my asthma was going to be like, hello. Like, there was no way. There was no way. And I'll be honest with you, like, I don't understand how it is that he could have sprayed that on himself in the morning and was like, yeah, I smell good. Like, no way.
Excuse me, can I talk now?
What's going on?
Kara, that's Joshua. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Kara, what is up? Why are you saying this? You know that's not true.
Joshua, look, I did not know you were on the phone. And I am really sorry that you had to hear it like that, but it is true. I'm sorry.
I put on a little bit of cologne because I cared about the date. I wasn't swimming in it.
I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad kind of right now. Like, I'm glad you cared about the date, but it's not that there's nothing wrong with, in general, putting cologne on, but don't you remember I rolled down the window? Like, it was really cold outside, and I rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, look at the fresh air. This is great. You didn't say anything was weird about that?
That was part of the distraction all right, look.
If you wouldn't have rolled down that window, he wouldn't have had to hit somebody.
I will have you know that I get a lot of compliments on my cologne, and the majority of them are
not
not
for me.
from family members.
Well, that's fine. Then they can go out with you and be in a small enclosed space and have asthma, but not me. I felt like I was going to die, okay? Not unlike the person you ran over, and I didn't have my extra inhaler with me.
Well, the person that I accidentally ran over his foot was nowhere close to death, which I would say is, maybe similar to how your cologne. Okay, look. All right, okay, fine.
You're in such a predicament right now, Joshua.
It's not about the cologne. I cannot wear cologne. I can change that. All right. I just think that I got a good vibe from you before all this stuff happened, and I'm sorry. And
Which part are you sorry for? The cologne or the almost dead dude?
I mean, he's not almost dead. Come on.
wow.
This was found out in a court of law. He was fine. But
Honestly, like, I'm just trying to give you feedback about your cologne. Like, it just doesn't smell good, and the amount didn't smell good. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is what it is. Besides, I didn't know you were on the phone. They tricked me.
So wait, were you attracted to him before you smelled him? No, I'm serious because the smell is automatic turnoff, but there could have been something pre-smell.
When I saw his pictures online and we communicated online, it was really cool. And when I saw him from far away, it was great. When I walked up close, not so great. But and I don't mean like he was ugly. I mean like it was the smell. But from far away, it was good. I mean, it just like once you got closer.
Can you please stop talking about how bad I smelled?
Well, Josh, do you want to go back to talking about the guy that you hit? We have two options
Yeah,
here.
that's a good point.
I feel like there's a door number 3 that we're not even talking about here, which is we were having a pretty good time before I hit someone. And, you know,
That is a really weird thing to say. Okay, but anyway.
I know, I'm just acknowledging the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time, but if when it comes to the cologne, I don't need to wear any cologne. I could just wear deodorant. I could not wear deodorant. I could not have any of that.
Please wear deodorant. I don't care if you're going out with me or not. You should be wearing deodorant and none of that like natural stuff, like actual deodorant.
So actual deodorant. Well, all right, how about this,
I
Kara?
don't use crystals. I have never okay.
Okay, let's not get into deodorant brands right now. I just want to ask Kara a question. Will you go out with Joshua one more time? You can take public transportation. He won't wear cologne, and we will pay for the date.
It's a pretty
Will you
good
go out
deal.
with him one more time?
Kara, come on. Please, just give me a second shot at this.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
We met on eHarmony. We are a great match for each other. We could end up with each other.
That's right. That's the place that claims to find the perfect
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I've seen the commercials.
eHarmony never said he would hit someone in a car either. So
I mean, that would make for a weird ad campaign. But
Yeah, that's true.
See, he's funny.
So, will you give him one more shot if he doesn't wear cologne? And you guys can talk about the whole car accident thing later, but
You have
will
to
you
say
give him another
yes.
chance?
okay, the thing is, it's like no cologne, not like pick another brand, like no cologne.
Joshua?
Like I don't trust
I-
your ability to like bathe yourself in it.
if you go out with me, I promise I will not wear any cologne. I just feel like we had a good vibe before things happened.
Will you do it, Kara?
Okay, but if I show up and I smell anything on you, like any cologne, I'm leaving. And if your bumper is damaged or I see like blood or hair on the front of your car, we're done.
I have already cleaned the car. You can't see anything on it. So
Well, that's really good to know.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Good. Congratulations, Joshua. You got a second date.
Oh, Kara, I'm excited to see you again, and I promise you won't regret it.
Unless he runs over another person.
Oh, wow.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Nina, please?
this is Nina.
Oh, good. You're safe. Nina, I've been worried about you.
Okay, who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. This is Brooke.
Hey, Nina.
And Jose is the guy that you just heard laugh.
Okay, why am I talking to a bunch of people?
Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met up with one of our listeners, but now you're not talking to him.
Okay, this is weird.
Yes.
I know. I figured it would be. But his name is Sean.
Oh, right, yeah. He seems like a really cool guy.
What?
Wait, hold on, Nina.
Okay.
Why are you being so nonchalant about this whole thing? Because he said that you ditched him.
I ditched him?
Yeah, that's what he says.
He said you went to the bathroom and, like, didn't come back, ditched him.
Oh my God, I guess I did. Oh God,
I'm so confused.
I can't believe I did that. That was so mean.
Yeah.
How are you not? I am so confused by you right now, Nina.
Me too.
Yeah, how did
I
you
know.
how'd you ditch him on accident? And then why haven't you responded to his phone calls or anything?
To be honest, when I went to the bathroom, I I accidentally met up with my ex, and
Okay.
you know, obviously we're no longer together, but we just have this chemistry, and whenever we see each other, we just hook up. We can't seem to keep our hands off each other, and I just, you know,
When you went to the bathroom, you ran into your ex and, like, went home with him?
yeah, we just, you know,
But
how it is when there's like passion for someone. I honestly like forgot about Sean, and I was just in the moment, and we took off, you know, and I ended up spending the rest of the night with him. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible.
But how are you just now realizing that you ditched Sean in this whole thing?
I know. We just had so much fun that night. I guess I just completely forgot about Sean.
Okay. Why not call him back or text him back after he tried to get a hold of you?
I felt a little weird afterward, you know. I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to lie to him. I just kind of figured it was a quick situation and he would go away. So I just kind of left it at that.
I think that's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
What are you
The
going to
only
say?
problem is, Nina, he hasn't gone away because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now? Like, is this really real life?
Are you serious? You had him waiting on the phone to talk to me this whole time? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, my
A
God.
lot
I'm
wrong
sorry,
with
but
this.
yeah, he was waiting this whole time to talk to you, and now I guess he knows the truth.
What kind of person does this? Like, you actually forgot that we were in the middle of a date? Like, how can you just forget that a human being even exists because you bump into some dude?
Oh, my God. Sean, first of all, I was drunk, and we, like, I literally had just met you, like, you know, what was it, like 45 minutes? So
after
you're a
you
nice
sobered up,
guy, but...
So after you sobered up, you saw my text, you saw that you missed calls, no, nothing in you. There was no remorse, no, oh, man, that's pretty messed up, nothing. No.
I mean, I feel bad about it, but I kind of figured it was such a quick hookup, and I thought I said goodbye to you before I left, so, you know, I forgot. You know, I was, like I said, I had a few drinks, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
We're on a first date, Nina. I mean, and you just go hook up with your ex-boyfriend. You don't sound like you're all that broken up about it. I mean,
I do feel bad about it, but come on, we met on Tinder, dude. I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to propose to me or anything, so I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, you know, I guess maybe at some point I would have reached. I just really didn't put a lot of thought into it.
at some point, what were you going to wait till I had a birthday? I mean,
No, I figured I would call you at some point, but, you know, I was just wrapped up with my ex, and I wasn't really putting a lot of focus on it, you know?
Nina.
oh, my God.
I know. I feel so bad for you, Sean. Nina, that is really messed up that you just ditched somebody. He had a bad night to begin with. He had already been ditched by his friends.
Well, first of all, not everybody has an ex like my ex. Okay, this guy, well, I won't even get into that. And I mean, I do feel bad for Sean. I just never thought it was that deep, really.
You know what? Now I don't even feel as bad. I don't even feel as bad. Because you know what I did? So I wouldn't take a total loss of the night. I hooked up with one of her girlfriends.
No,
No way!
you did not tell us that before, Sean.
Wait a minute, what? You did what?
Oh, now it matters? Now it matters?
Wait a minute,
I hooked up.
who was it? Who did you hook up with?
I mean, why does it matter? You know, I'm just some guy you were going to call at his birthday. I mean,
No,
what difference does it make?
It doesn't even matter. I bet I know who it was anyway. It's she's a slut in the group. But now I'm just like, I'm really confused because if you did that, why are you going through all this trouble to contact me? Why don't you just go with her?
That's a good point.
Why are you contacting me?
I mean, I was a little more interested in you, but, you know, I'm over that now, obviously.
Well, you're not. I mean, you're. It's sounding all confusing to me because if you're interested in me, why are you hooking up with one of my friends?
Oh, let me
Dude,
use
that's
your
not
drunk,
cool.
Let me use your drunk excuse. Oh, I was drunk, so, you know, it just kind of happened.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
All right,
That
well,
is
on this
not
note,
cool.
Nina, I would like to ask you if you would like to go out with Sean again on a second date. We will pay for it.
That's a very generous offer, but I think I will respectfully decline.
Oh my God! I wanted you guys to go out again to see who you'd actually end up going home with that night.
Well,
might be fun.
maybe you can pay for him to go out with. Okay.
I mean, good. I mean, I don't want to go with you again anyway. I mean, honestly, your girlfriend was a little hotter than you, and then there was a couple other ones that I might be more interested in that was in that party. Anyway, so, yeah.
Okay, so now Sean's got all the girls.
This is why I shouldn't meet up with guys on Tinder. I am done with that whole situation. I mean, you have, like, completely turned me off. And, like, if I'm going to be meeting jerks like you, then, nah, not even worth it.
Whoa!
That's fine. Yeah, stick to guys that dump you in real life.
Oh my God!
My gosh.
All right, well, thank you very much, you guys. And at least, hey, Sean, look at it this way. Now that you're kind of an ex of hers, you went on a date, next time you see her out with another dude, you might be able to hook up with her. It all works out.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
this is he.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What? I'm sorry. What's Brook and Jubal in the morning? What can I do for you?
It's a radio show, a morning radio show.
A morning radio show. And what does it have to do with me?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
An email from a listener about me.
Yes,
Why?
because they recently went out on a date with you and they thought you were awesome, but now you're not calling them back.
Okay, so.
I know it's weird.
So what?
I'll explain it to you, Charlie. I'll explain it to you. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. So you went out with a girl named Samantha the other day.
Isn't not returning the call enough?
Well,
Most of the time.
apparently, I mean, it's enough to let them know you're not interested, but they want to know why.
Wow. I don't really know if I want to talk about it. I don't know if it would be fair to Samantha. I don't know.
Well, if you're thinking about it being fair to her, she is the one who wanted us to do this phone call, and she also said that she's willing to hear whatever the reason is.
I mean, she told us that she thought you guys got along great and that you had good chemistry.
Oh, good chemistry. She said that as well.
Well,
Good
not
chemistry.
okay. Listen, she didn't say that specifically. That's how I interpreted what she said about the date. Like that you laughed. It was easy. There was
Yes,
even.
it was easy to laugh. Yes.
Whoa.
Wait, did you mean that? Like, did you just insult? Was that an insult?
No, listen. All right, look, I am. This is difficult. I'm not a jerk. I enjoyed meeting Samantha. It's just obvious to me that she has some drama going on in her life, and I don't want to be involved in it.
Whoa.
Why is it obvious?
I don't know what she told you.
Well, she said that you guys got set up through friends, went to a bar, took a picture there, and then hung out for a little while, and that was about it.
Took a picture there. Okay, yeah. It was more than a picture. It was like a production shoot. She breaks out a selfie stick, has to take a number of different pictures till she finds the right one, then spends more time putting effects and filters on it and whatnot. I was willing to be like, all right, no, whatever, no big deal. But then I get home, and on Instagram, she's got somebody else tagged, and the quote is what freaked me out. She's like, I want to get specifically. Hold on. She says, "Sorry, Jake. Looks like I've moved on."
Nuh-uh.
What?
You were part of a revenge picture?
Oh.
I guess so. I don't know what is going on, but there's some kind of drama there, and I don't want to be involved in it.
She did
You
not
didn't,
tell us that. She made it sound so innocent, like she was just capturing the moment, and it was no big deal.
I don't want to be involved in any of her drama. I've had that stuff in the past, and I am not ready to deal with it. I don't want it.
Wow.
Dude, that
Okay,
is-
well, you're probably going to really like the fact that she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Not dramatic at all. So, Samantha.
What are you talking about? She's on the phone?
Yes, she's listening right now. Samantha?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, my God.
So first, Charlie, let me just say that there's absolutely no drama at all to be worried about. And just to explain that post, I recently got out of a relationship, and my ex had done that to me a few weeks ago. And
sounds drama-free.
well, and so I did it back. But what the point is we both shot our shots off the mast at each other, and it's over.
Oh, sure.
All right.
If I could, and listen, Samantha, I really enjoyed your company. And as I said before, I knew you were there. Absolutely beautiful girl. But I felt like I had been cast in this role of your boyfriend. And you were shooting like you were just looking for somebody to stand next to you in the Instagram shot.
I know. I'm sorry that it came off that way and I made you feel that way or any of that. I could not be more sorry. But the truth is I really do like you, like quite a lot. and that isn't normally me. It was emotional and sort of just overly excited when I had finally met you and you were you. So I'm hoping that this doesn't kill things.
Oh, wow. Well, that's really nice of you to say, Sam. But I was just kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
I get it.
Yeah, no, but like really, Sam, like what were you thinking when you posted it? Were you thinking about how you liked him, or were you just thinking about getting back at your ex?
Honestly, I was like 2 drinks in, rounding the third, and having fun. And I don't know what made me think this is a good time to do this, or that I should at all.
Right, because I mean, I think what you said is really nice, but it is a red flag if you're on a date with somebody and you're 2 drinks in and the first thought is your ex, right?
Right.
Well, no, okay, just in my defense, the first thought wasn't my ex. The first thought was, what he said was super funny, and I want to remember this moment. And I took the picture, but then when I started running it through the filters and saw how good it turned out.
Okay.
Then you thought revenge.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I've been there. I understand.
It's a good pick.
But you got to understand that it comes off as a little crazy, right, Charlie?
Totally crazy, and it just seems like she's got this thing where she's got to let everybody know, including Jake, that she's going out with somebody else. I don't need this, man. I don't need Jake all of a sudden contacting. Who knows? I don't know how things ended, but all of a sudden I go home. Here I am in her Instagram with a quote that says, "Sorry, Jake, looks like I've moved on."
Well, I will say, Charlie, you should be flattered, though, because no girl would post that if you were ugly. You're obviously an upgrade from Jake, because that is the only reason she would text and tag Jake in that.
The picture really did come out really great in spite of it all. And I know it was stupid of me to write that caption. And I really hope that I'm not entirely judged by one stupid, buzzed, bad caption.
Well,
You know?
let's find out. Charlie, would you like to go out with Samantha on another date? We will pay for it. Will you go out with her again?
Can it be social media free?
Oh.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course?
Yeah,
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I trust you.
Well, give me a chance to build back the trust.
Ooh.
I think you can actually trust her, because if she was going to call us and put all this on the air, and if her ex heard, she looks pretty pathetic right now. So she's just risking a lot for this date, I'm saying.
Thank you.
What do you
you.
think, Charlie?
You know what? I think it's worth one more date. Let's do it.
Yay!
Oh, cool.
So that's sweet. All right. Well, congratulations, you two. And hey, Samantha, on this date, if you actually do try to lean in for a kiss, it might actually happen.
Jubal, you weren't supposed to say anything.
Say what? I just thought maybe you guys could share a kiss.